myself Haroon Siddiqui. I am heading the MEP services in Rustomjee.
Hi, I'm myself Chandresh. I am one of the lead architects with Rustomjee design team, heading multiple projects as a design lead.
Hello, my name is Upkar from BE.
Hello everyone, myself Girish Mawate. I am handling electrical services in Rustomjee.
I myself Vakush Juglan. I am in MEP department looking after the electrical, ELP and the innovative services.
For this, I want to start with the first farce, because whatever the groundwork has to happen in India or globally also, it is happened. So that's one small poetry is there just to start the conversation. जितनी बढ़ चुकी है ज़मीन, अभी तो सिर्फ आसमान बाकी, बात परों की नहीं, अभी हौसलों की उड़ान बाकी. Because in India, we are growing, we are expanding ourselves, our government of India, private organizations, various industries, you name it, we are everywhere in the world forum. If you go to US, if you go to the Google cafeteria, you will find you are in Delhi. So many people are there from India, and proud to be an Indian. We are heading so many multinational companies, and India is becoming a hub for the outsourcing also. So many projects we are handling from there. So definitely India has to give a platform, infra, which is required to cater the global needs. And since I had worked along in Dubai, Oman, and done so many international projects, so it helped in implementing those requirements and infra in our projects over here. When I was in Muscat, I was doing the Muscat International Airport, where the stakeholders were located. One is Istanbul, one is in USA, one is in Manila, and the one is in Delhi. And at a time we used to integrate with all those. So that comes the digital infra. We should have a conference hall which have all these backbones, and sometimes the normal Wi-Fi doesn't work. You need to have the static IPs for this. For those infras is required to become a global leader and to integrate. In Rustomjee also, we had so many foreign consultants which we interact online, and sometimes physical meetings are happening. So for this cultural, technological and geographical, all these challenges we have to overcome, and we have to create a conducive environment for that. So from that perspective, that international experience had helped me a lot in shaping all these requirements and implementing those in our projects and in our design journey as well. For the digital construction, the brain behind the digital construction or any building is the person who conceived the idea is the architect, and he has to give us the platform to put our MEP services into that. So that stream first to be in the digital platform, and for that I request my colleague Mr. Chandresh to put some light on this, how in Rustomjee we had done this journey and we had become the 100% digitalized in terms of the 3D modeling and in terms of the sharing of the information, drawings, documents, all in the digital form, and the whole design team, whether it is MEP, whether it is landscape, whether it is the interior or finishing, and others are related services also, execution also, we are 100% on the digital platform. So I request Janish to take this further and give some insight on this. So I request Janish to take this further and give some insight on this.
Thank you, sir. So just for an example, like a decade back, before BIM was implemented in India, the architect drawing used to be made in the architect's office, the MEP drawing used to be made in MEP office, and structure drawing used to be made in structure office, and they all used to separately go to site. And during construction, you used to have a lot of problems where there will be structural clashes, architectural clashes, and that would all end up at the additional cost of rework, okay, which is happening at site. Now, with the advantage of BIM and technology, we are creating a platform where all the different architect, MEP, all the services, everything is coming onto one model, where before construction we are able to review any clashes, any problems, any potential rework issues that may come in the future. So that has reduced a lot. Plus, what we are able to do as architects is we are able to see the building in 3 dimensions, which is normally was done in 2 dimensions. So we can look at how the building looks like in elevation, in 3 dimensions, and how the overall architecture looks like. And to add further, I would like my colleague Omkar More to emphasize more on the BIM aspect.
Thanks, Anushka. Sir, I just wanted to say that building information model is a process. So as Dennis mentioned, it saves when we create a 3D model and when before in a time we found the clashes at level while executing, but as sir told that it helps with the time, so we save much more time, and 3D like BIM or a model, it's not just only to save the time and the but it also helps with the in other aspect, not just to serve a 2D drawing that only the GFC part at side, but it also helps with we can reproduce as well. We can get exact the quantities from it. We have this 3D, it's the one part, then we have a 4D. We can track the progress in a video format, what we plan.
And I want to add one thing to this. What Omkar, thanks for giving this insight, how we are using it in the design and itself. And my view, what I used to tell my colleagues also and the facility management as well. Earlier also, when there was the blueprint, we were having the tracings and we were putting into the ammonia and getting the blueprints and making the corrections. Buildings were made at that time also. But the density of populations and the high rises were not that much. But this time, apart from the design, because when the design is happening, it's happening in a controlled environment. Janish is there, who is a qualified architect. He got a team, he got a draftman, MEP team is there, electrical, HVAC, plumbing, all. So these all happening in a controlled environment. When it goes to the installation, so that is not that much organized. In real estate, the construction is not that much organized at that. So in that scenario, that digitalization and 3D modeling plays a vital role, which helps in the construction and installation to plan better, to execute better. And first of all, the main contention, the main advantage of this, it somehow relates to sustainability also. You save a lot of time, lot of energy in the design itself, and during the installations and construction, the less rework. And one thing I want to emphasize that the change is constant. In real estate, I cannot say I had made a model, he has given the drawing, he has given the MEP drawing, so there will be no changes. No changes will be there. But for those changes, to identify those changes and to have the cascade effects of those changes in the design and the installation and the construction, it is much easier to interpret and implement those changes through the BIM modeling and the digital environment. And the main advantage of this, when I had constructed everything, I had made a sustainable building, but what if somebody is not operating that building properly and the maintenance is not having what is required, and whatever I had put the sensors, I had put the lot of energy efficient lights, I had put a lot of VFD forms, everything I had done for the sustainability. But anything which is not monitored and is not maintained properly, so the result will not be there. And for this asset management and this for the facility management companies, it is not possible for each building, each small tower also. We have around 20 to 25 MEP services, whether it is the STP, whether it is the acoustics, music system, OWCs, electrical system, ELV system, security system, fire system, CCTV, lift access control, lift, water transfer pump, and the list is long. So you can understand it is not possible without integrating the digital. And this 3D model give a complete asset management solution. And as my colleague Omkar mentioned, 4D. After that, 5D is there, costing is there. After that, 6D is there, that energy modeling is there. Then 7D is also there. And now the people are working on the 9D also, that the safety aspects during the construction also. So it is a journey, and I am very proud to say that in Rustomjee we are adopting, and quickly we are adopting the new technologies, and this is helping in our delivering the projects in time with quality and with the optimization also, and in the sustainability aspects also it helps us.